Hi guys, Ancient Warrior. Welcome back to Prepping and Free America. If you like what you hear here, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be the first on your block, first kid on your block to know what craziness I'm talking about next, then hit the bell icon with all. Oh. The craziness abounds, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you a little story about a couple I know. They live in Seattle, Washington. They own a little convenience store down in the, I guess, downtown area, or at least close enough to be considered downtown. About 2 hours ago, I got a call from his wife to let me know that he was in the hospital. That he went in this morning to open up the convenience store. Just got it open, was making coffee when a group of young men and women came in. He tried to stop them from stealing half of the stuff off his shelves. They beat him senselessly. Now let me tell you the story about this guy. He's an ex-cop. He is, before he was a cop, he worked closely with some of the alphabet agencies because of his background. The reason I know him is we went to school together. They beat him senselessly. The whole time reminding him, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. He's been a vocal opponent, I should say, against Black Lives Matter since its inception. Oh, I forgot to tell you one thing. He's black. He's conservative. He's a Christian. And he loves this country. And he does not blame white people for anything. He said the biggest failure in the black community is they fail to push themselves to do anything and everything. They just settled for the path of least resistance. They beat him senselessly. When I talked to his wife today, their son, at that time when I talked to him, was in flight. Now, they raised a son who's a doctor. He served 10 years as a flight surgeon in the Navy. He's also a pilot. He is flying out, as we speak, in his own plane to be at his father's side. Why is this such a big deal to me? Number one, they're friends. But number two, this is the beginning of what I've been warning about. Okay. I know the question's going, Ancient, what have you been warning about? You've been all over the map with talking about things. Just look at the title of this video. We have the anarchists. They're in the Seattle area. We have Black Lives Matter in the Seattle area. We have Antifa in the Seattle area. What are they doing? They're rioting, stealing, and doing whatever they damn well please. Jenny Durkin castrated her police force. She literally castrated them with the defunding. I'll be honest with you, I hope they eventually get tired of her like they did with Ted Wheeler and go burn her house down. Teach her a lesson. Well, maybe not. Just make sure nobody gets hurt. I'm pissed. This guy worked. I've known him probably 50 years. And I'm telling you something, folks. He's the nicest guy you'd ever want to meet. If you go to the dictionary and look up the term nice guy, nice people, a picture of him and his wife and their kids show up. Now, I titled this, got to look at my notes again, Modern Day Brown Shirts. 102 years ago, in Germany, Adolf Hitler formed the first group, called them the Brown Shirts. They went around the countryside for the next 21 years, terrorizing whoever they damn well pleased, extorting money, and doing whatever they pleased. Now, their day of reckoning did come, because Adolf got real tired of the Brown Shirts. See, a lot of members of the Brown Shirts, what people don't understand is members of the original Antifa group were Brown Shirts. Homosexual and lesbians were members of the Brown Shirts. General criminals were members of the Brown Shirts. I was asked the other day, why didn't law enforcement get involved? Well, it's because they were backed down, just like they're being done in Seattle and in Portland, Chicago, New York City. We're starting to see the rise of communism. Well, or nationalism, I'm not sure which. You know, why am I talking about that on a prepping channel? Good reason, right here, folks. You got to prepare. You've got to get food supplies, water, way to purify that water. You've got to have defense. Guys, these groups have gone wild. I saw last weekend where they chased Andy Ngo, who is a Vietnamese reporter, down the street in Seattle, beat him up again, They like to kill him the first time. They were trying to. They flat said they were going to kill him this time. And as far as I know, Seattle police have not arrested a soul on that deal. If they have, I stand corrected, but they don't care. They've been neutered, just like the German police of the early 20th century. Folks, get your stocks, get your supplies, do whatever you have to do to get prepared. Be ready to move at a moment's notice. If you've got bug out land, split your preps up. Take some out there and hide it out there. Pull up floorboards and bury plastic totes. Seal them up and bury them to where water can't get in and mess with things. Do whatever you got to do, folks. But get prepared, because what's coming is not what your mom and daddy wanted for you. It's not what your grandma and grandpa who went to fight it for. So, with that being said, I'm the Ancient Warrior. Remember, it's better to have this stuff and not need it than need it and not have it. I'm out.